So, a common response I have to candidates receiving their Deer Stalking Certificate 1 manual is, gosh, I didn't realise that there was that much involved. So what I thought I'd do is give you a little bit of insight into what is in this manual. This is the BASC Deer Stalking Certificate 1 manual that I send out to my clients, students, prior to the course for their pre-course study. First of all, the course itself is quite a theory-heavy course, and some people might wonder, well, why run such an intensive theory-based course for what is a practical subject? Well, the answer is this. You could have the best deer stalking mentor in the world, but they'd have to be incredibly good to be able to communicate the entirety of this book to you, to teach it all to you, and to equip you with all of that information. I would suggest that it's not going to happen. The theory knowledge contained in the Deer Stalking Certificate 1 manual will give you the underpinning knowledge to springboard you into your practical experience. It will give you the knowledge, the theory knowledge that you need to start building on with your experience. It will enable you to operate safely, legally, humanely, with an aspiration to best practice standards, and hygienically. You are going to be producing a food product, so you want to aspire to high standards in food hygiene as well, which is part of the DSC1 syllabus. Let's have a quick dig into the contents of this manual then. So the deer stalking certificate involves 5 assessments. It culminates with 5 assessments, and I won't go into them now, but the manual itself does detail this, and you can find an overview on my website. And then from there, you will go through topics such as firearms and deer stalking safety, general ecology and biology of deer signs, and then you've got the ecology and the biology of all of the 6 UK deer species. Then you've got firearms legislation. Then you've got deer legislation in England and Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. As a subnote, when you attend a course in either England, Wales, or Scotland, you don't cover the Northern Ireland content, nor are you assessed on it. And if you're taking an assessment in Scotland, you might have a Highland centred assessment paper, and in England you might get a Lowland focused assessment paper. So then you have other related legislation. Then the manual has a chapter on stalking equipment, rifle types, calibers, optics, and thermal imaging devices. It's got a chapter on ballistics and zeroing, judging distance, marksmanship and shooting positions, stalking techniques, high seats, how to use them, and where to sight them, shot placement, follow-up and use of tracking dogs. Then it goes into wild game meat hygiene. It covers deer conditions, diseases and conditions that you might find in deer. It covers handling of a carcass. It covers rifle maintenance. It covers some aspects of urban deer, areas of managing deer on areas of high public access. And it also touches on ethics and public relations. The manual also has 300 questions at the back, the multiple choice questions from which your assessment paper will be populated. So by going through those questions, and they're in the format of a question followed by 4 possible answers, by going through those questions, you'll be able to review your level of knowledge as you study. So you've got the general questions, and you've got the large game meat hygiene questions. You've also got the safety questions. They're all there in the manual for you to review, study, and make sure that you have some confidence in. But the course that you attend is a chance to get together in a group and run through all of the key topics with an instructor, such as myself, and I can contextualize the theory and explain and unwrap and answer questions, and we can discuss some of the various topics and actually embed that knowledge and brush you up to assessment standard prior to the assessment day. So Deer Stalking Certificate 1, I believe, is a really good course covering the core essentials for you to then build practical experience on. So if you have any questions, you want to look into doing a course, I can deliver group courses or one-to-one courses, and I'm more than willing to chat to you about that, and you can find more info on our website.